The following is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.
To throw, right in trouble, throws a pick, and it's returned, 10-5, touchdown Orlando! First and 10 of the 27, hand on to Johnny English, has some space, breaks a tackle, and then another, and then Johnny English, oh my goodness, best run of his life, past the 15, down to 10, first and goal Cleveland!
Welcome to the game here on the 2K.
Welcome to Wolfram and Hart Coliseum in beautiful Minneapolis, Maryland, or Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're off to a roaring start. This is the Week 6 SFL Game of the Week. Your undefeated Maulers trying to get to 5-0. They host the 2-1 San Francisco Bulldogs. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. The second game of an SFL Sunday football doubleheader. These two teams have a history, and we'll get to all of that throughout the night as we head down to the field for the coin toss.
We're ready for you. Good to see you again. Tails. It is heads. Real kick.
Typical Minneapolis wants to put their defense on the field first. San Francisco and Minneapolis, the Week 6 SFL Game of the Week. Bark in the park night. No Bulldogs allowed. Let's go! From the 10, San Francisco on the return. And the Bulldogs will start their first possession from the 27-yard line. And out comes a quarterback who has had a pretty good season thus far, particularly taking care of the football, Jasper Hart. A 91.4 quarterback rating, that is third best in the league, has thrown just 3 interceptions this year. That is best in the league, going up against a Mauler secondary who is hot and cold at times. First and 10 from the 27 to start the ball game. And Hart will drop to throw, and Hart will fire deep down the field, and it's caught! And breaking a tackle is Dolman inside the 20 down to the 17 for a Bulldog first down. San Francisco could not have asked for a better start as the Gold Star tight end gets involved as Hart attacks Minneapolis deep on the first play. Kaleka could have gotten to Dolman sooner but had to leap over his own teammate to get down the field and make the play. First down, San Francisco into the red zone. The weather tonight is 27 degrees and cloudy skies, about 14-mile-an-hour wind. The handoff will go to David Baja, and he will pick up 3. Second down and 7 at the Minneapolis 14-yard line after the long bomb from Hart hit Dolman to the 17. Baja just had a 3-yard run. 3 wide receiver set. Baja will take another carry and pick up 2 after he sort of stopped looking for a lane. Jeb Gatlin on the tackle brings up third down and 5. Minneapolis in the home, yellow helmets, red jerseys, yellow pants with yellow numbers, and black trim. San Francisco in the road, blue helmets, white jerseys, blue pants with the blue numbers, and reddish-orange trim. A 3rd down and 5 from the Minneapolis 12 for San Francisco on their opening possession. This is the Week 6 SFL Game of the Week, and Hart drops back to pass, and Hart is looking, and will check it down to Baja. He's got a lot of yards to get, and he won't get hardly any of them. Only a 1-yard gain, and Minneapolis' defense stands tall. The Bulldogs will have to attempt a field goal. So after such a promising start for San Francisco, they do burn a couple of minutes off the clock, but they only end up getting 3 points, and we all know against the Maulers, touchdowns are going to win the football games, not field goals. As San Francisco lines up for a 28-yard field goal, the left-footed kicker from the left hash is good, from the right hash, I should say. San Francisco takes an early lead, 3-0 on the road. Stephen Griffin is the kicker tonight for San Francisco. And that one goes right down the middle. If you missed the first game of our SFL doubleheader, the New York Knights took care of the Cleveland Vipers 48-27, dropping Cleveland to 1-4. New York, since starting the season defending their championship 0-3, they have won 2 straight and will face Orlando next in a couple of weeks. From the 7-yard line, Minneapolis on the return. That is Koma Kaleka, who had a kickoff return for a touchdown last week. He gets it up to the 27-yard line, 1st down, Maulers. Maulers quarterback number 8, Rocco Marconi. The guy has been sensational. 212 out of 274 passing, 77% completion, 2,508 yards, 29 touchdowns in 4 games to 6 interceptions. He has been sacked 6 times. 1st and 10 from the 27, and Marconi, as typical, will drop the pass. His swing out short is caught for a 9-yard gain. That is Donald Miller, just shy of the 1st down marker. Rest of the Minneapolis Mauler offense is wide receiver number 19, James Cooley, a gold star. Wide receiver number 11, Ayano Joao Baratsubo, a silver star. Wide receiver number 84, Donald Miller, a bronze star. And tight end number 42, Marcus Campbell, a bronze star. Trips to the left, with the receivers stacked in close to the line. Marconi back to pass against a blitz, finds a wide open receiver past midfield. That is Marcus Campbell, still in bounds, all the way down to the San Francisco 35-yard line for a 1st down, Maulers. Marcus Campbell could not have been more wide open on this play. As he tight ropes the sideline, may have stepped out of bounds a little sooner than the 35-yard line. Does not appear we will get a challenge from San Francisco. 1st down, just outside of scoring position. The Maulers trail by 3 early on. 2 backs in the backfield, and Marconi will drop the throw. Marconi will swing it outside. That pass complete, and making a couple of people miss on the left-hand side. The far side is the running back Pittman. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and 6. Nine and a half to go in the opening quarter. San Francisco got down the field on a big pass to Asante Dolman to set up their 3 points. Minneapolis now in field goal range. Again, trips with a tight set. 4 down linemen, they all come to Marconi, and that pass is caught in the middle inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. That's the first catch for the former Bulldog, James Cooley. 1st down, Maulers. Mentioned at the top of the broadcast, these 2 teams have a history, particularly this year, in trading players. James Cooley was traded in the offseason from San Francisco to Minneapolis in exchange for a draft pick, which San Francisco used on running back Keanu Tuiasosopo, who is injured, out with a concussion. Many other things have gone down between these 2 teams as of late, and we'll get to those later. 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 18. Marconi, going to swing it outside to Cooley. That pass caught for a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 down at the 10. So San Francisco making Minneapolis work for it, but the Maulers are doing a fine job. Here in the chat with us early on is Bandits APF 2K8, Ramos Lynn, TJ Cagus of LT Paternity, and X Factor 56 as more will trickle in throughout the night. Second down and 3 from the 10-yard line for Marconi. Changing out the play, and Marconi will drop the throw. Will swing it out short. That pass is caught inside the 5 and reaching for the pylon. And it's a Mauler touchdown. Donald Miller. Minneapolis up to their old tricks as the first touchdown of the night goes to the Bronze Star receiver as nobody covers him. Defense closed, but not quick enough. And Minneapolis has their first lead of the night. A very solid opening drive for Marconi in this offense, which is averaging nearly 60 points per game, 57.8 if you want to be absolutely correct. And the extra point for Minneapolis is good. San Francisco 3, Maulers 7. So no Bulldogs allowed here at the stadium, but all other dogs allowed at Bark in the Park night. Another great promotion by the promotions department in the Maulers organization. Last week it was Mascot Night, celebrating Alan J.D.'s 27th birthday. San Francisco on the return past the 20, past the 25, up to the 29-yard line. Six Crew 66 IDX, welcome to the chat room. Glad you got to check us out live. 6 followers left to 100. Our quest for 100 followers on Twitch continues. If you haven't already, follow the channel. If you're watching on the website at simulationfl.com, make sure to follow the channel twitch.tv/simulationfl. First and 10 on a draw play to David Baja, and Baja is brought down after a 1-yard gain. That brings up second down and 9. Tackle made by Austin Broadway, another former Bulldog. The Bulldogs and Maulers executed another trade earlier this season, which allowed San Francisco to sign David Baja at running back to replace the injured Keanu Tuiasosopo. They traded 2 defenders to make that happen, Austin Broadway and Marcus Dorsett. Now Bulldogs, now Maulers, Mike Sudalovich and Bradford Unsicker. Now Bulldogs, as Hart swings it out to Baja on the outside, past the 35, breaks off a tackle, 40 to the 41-yard line for a first down for San Francisco. So Baja gets open in the open field, and the Bulldogs move the chains. Nice yak yards here for David Baja, who's a tough man to bring down, 6'1", 250 pounds. Gatlin couldn't do it, and Kaleka finally able to make the play. David Baja last week did not have a sexy-looking stat sheet, had 41 attempts for 141 yards and a touchdown. Hand off to Baja here, and he started way too far back, I thought, as Jeb Gatlin had enough time to catch up to him for no gain. Second down and 10. So the Mauler defense in total, Jeb Gatlin and Austin Broadway are the linebackers, 52 and 55 respectively, both on your screen. The cornerback is number 42, Marcus Dorsett. The safeties, both Silvers, number 49, Billy Joe Gatlin, and number 23, Koma Kaleka. Second and 10 for San Francisco. Hart back to throw. And Hart will check it down to Baja, who's in the open field again, and will push the pile ahead for a 3-yard gain to bring up a third down and 7. Third down, 7 for San Francisco. Big Willie 54, I don't think is here yet tonight, but he's a big Bulldog fan. And I'm sure he'd love the solid start the team has had thus far. Third down and 7, Hart in trouble. He gets the pass away in a double coverage, and it is off the hands of the intended receiver. That was Safranek, And the first defensive stop of the night belongs to Minneapolis. The Bulldogs will have to punt. So 4th down, Minneapolis stands tall after Baja picked up the first down on the swing pass. Down to 11 on the play clock. And Minneapolis nearly gets to the punt. A deep kick to the 14-yard line, and Kaleka got nailed at the 15. That's where the Maulers will set up shop. Not many teams in league history have ever used a star back to return kicks for fear of injury. Kaleka has done a pretty solid job for the Maulers this year. That big kickoff return to get momentum back on the side of Minneapolis last week against Orlando, and that tough game was monstrous. A play of the week. 1st and 10 for the 15. Marconi back to pass. Is going to go deep down the field. That pass in one-on-one coverage is caught, and Cooley breaks through a couple of tackles and picks up a first down to the Mauler 48, which puts Marconi over 100 yards passing here in the first quarter. That was a tough catch for Cooley to make, but the Bulldogs know good and well just how Cooley can take over a ball game as he gets a pretty good grab right there as you get a 2nd and 3rd look at it. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. And Cooley goes top of the screen. Albarazzo bottom of the screen. Quiet night so far, but expect him to get going here rather soon. Marconi has an empty backfield and will drop to throw, and Marconi will float it over the middle. That pass caught by Albarazzo, a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6, a risky ball from Rocco. Marconi, with his great season this year, has moved into the #1 spot all-time in quarterback rating in league history. His career stats: 102.2 rating, 852 completions, 1,187 attempts, 9,341 passing yards. As that pass is somehow caught by Miller. Got a little lucky on that one. Brings up 3rd down and 2. '78 touchdowns, 41 interceptions for Marconi. The 78 touchdowns is #1 in the league all time. Third down and short now. The Bulldog 44. Marconi out of the gun will swing it short. The pass is caught. That is a first down to the San Francisco 38. And the Bulldogs just can't get off the field as Marconi just continues to sling the ball around the yard. First down, Maulers. San Francisco's defense includes 2 star defensive ends. Silver number 99, Jordan Gray. Bronze number 92, Randall Watts. The linebackers are number 54, Bradford Unsicker. The corner is number 24, Mike Sudelovich. And number 35, Andrew Balls. That pass is tipped and incomplete. Unsicker in the coverage. Andrew Ball is the main cog of this defense, the silver corner on the outside. Ball this year, 18 tackles, 4 assisted, has 3 interceptions for 44 yards of return and 1 tackle for loss. 2nd and 10 for Minneapolis at the Bulldog 38. Four wide receiver set for Marconi with Pittman in the backfield, and Marconi's going to change the call. San Francisco showing a blitz from the outside. They will back off and rush just 4, and the pass is caught short. A 6-yard gain to James Cooley, and Minneapolis will take that all night long. Sets up a 3rd down and 4 for the Maulers. Minneapolis, an unprecedented amount of offense this year. Pretty much all of it in the passing game. They're averaging, I mean, it's just absolutely astounding, averaging 643 passing yards a game. 3rd down and 4, 3 receivers. Marconi to pass down the middle, caught, first down. San Francisco playing bend but not break, but they cannot get off the field on 3rd down as that pass is caught by Albarazzo to move the chains. First down, Maulers. First and 10 to the Bulldog 27-yard line. Albaranzbo on that catch. He's got 69 receptions for 820 yards and a league-leading 14 touchdowns this season. Empty backfield for Marconi, back to throw. Marconi is going to throw, and it's picked off at the 11. Interception by Marconi. Pass picked off by, trying to see who that is, DJ Collier, the non-star free safety. First mistake of the night for Minneapolis, and San Francisco will take over just outside their own 10-yard line. James Cooley on the tackle. So the Bulldogs, after punting on their last possession, force the first turnover of the game, and Hart will start their third possession with 4 wide receivers, 2 split either side, with Baja to the right of the football. And he will take the handoff and not break a tackle. Nearly got away. Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd and 6. San Francisco's offense includes quarterback number 7, Jasper Hart, running back number 22, David Baja. The wide receivers are number 88, Xavier Brunson, number 87, Caesar Cannon, and the tight end is number 80, Asante Dolman. Hart going to change the play. Empty backfield, 4 wide receivers in the shotgun. As Hart drops to throw, and Hart is looking and fires left side, pass caught by Baja out of the backfield. A 5-yard gain sets up a 3rd down and short. We talk all the time about how teams have difficulties taking advantage of the Minneapolis turnovers. You have to capitalize when they make a rare mistake offensively, and this is a 3rd down and short that San Francisco needs to keep momentum on their side. I formation with 8 in the box for Minneapolis. Handoff goes to Baja up the middle. He's got a 1st down to the San Francisco 23. And Baja kind of taunting the crowd just a bit. Glad that the Mahler defense wrapped him up. First and 10 to the 23. 3 receivers, 2 backs. Baja takes it on the draw. Baja's got some space. A 5-yard pickup, and Baja a solid 21 yards on 8 carries thus far. He's a bruiser. He can certainly take a punishment unlike any other in league history. Biggest back in league history. Down to 1 minute to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 5 from the 28. I formation for Hart, and he's going to change the play, wave his hands out to either side of the field. Again, 8 in the box for Minneapolis. They hand it off on a stretch to Baja. He is mauled. A loss of 3. Smith, Gatlin, and a host of other maulers there on the stop. Not a good play there for San Francisco. Minneapolis had the outside all wrapped up. 3rd down and 8. The crowd stands to its feet. Third down, 8 from the 24, 4 receiver set. Hart trying to keep the Bulldog offense on the field. Back to pass against the blitz. Hart gets it away down the left-hand side. The pass is caught at the 48-yard line. Xavier Brunson's first of the game. A dart from Jasper Hart. And that was a risky ball, but a well-thrown ball as Brunson on the double move totally fooled Marcus Dorsett. Dorsett's got to be better than that, as the first quarter clock will wind down, and that is the end of 1 from Wolfram and Hart Stadium. Minneapolis 7, San Francisco 3. This is the SFL Week 6 Game of the Week, and this is Mahler Radio. We'll be back to Wolfram and Hart Coliseum after these messages from our sponsors.
It was the night before, as the people of this little Belgian town waited for the crowning moment. Nature had other plans. But with the help of the masters of the Artois Brewery, a new star was born. Stella Artois, originally brewed as a beautiful holiday gift for the people of Leuven, Belgium.
For those who demand more, Optimum Nutrition's new Pro Series of superior quality sports nutrition products offers goal-driven individuals exactly what they're after. More quality proteins, more essential amino acids, more proven nutrients to support impressive muscle size and strength gains with less sugar, fat, and everything else you make a point of avoiding. Pro Gainer is a high-protein formula delivering calories that count during recovery. Each shake provides 60 grams of supplemental protein, 85 grams of carbs, as well as 24 vitamins and minerals to build on the amount you're getting through whole foods. Pro BCAA serves up 8 grams of the branched-chain amino acids leucine, isoleucine, and valine in a 2:1:1 ratio. We also included 5 grams of glutamine in the mix because this conditionally essential amino acid helps support recovery after intense exercise. Pro Complex supports muscle size and strength gains in a very big way. This stack of 60 grams of superior quality proteins, along with naturally occurring and added BCAAs and glutamine, holds absolutely nothing back, just like your approach to moving weight. Optimum Nutrition's Pro Series brings it all to your shaker cup in potencies you can depend on to fuel recovery from intense training, no matter how big you are or want to be. Train hard, recover better with the Optimum Nutrition Pro Series.
Landed Rockstar Parking, got fueled up, raided the rack, wrestled some hangers, perfected a pie, had a crush on a bag. Tried on jeans, gained 5 pounds, got baby fever, got touched up, got prim and proper. Passed to the right, met a girl's best friend, learned something, made something, tried something. Shoes, scarves, shades, more shoes, screamed some more, caught a chick flick, met some guys, ditched some guys, laughed it off, found a great booth, and recapped the best day ever.
Mall of America.
Always new.
Mauler football on 97.9 KMAL is brought to you. Minneapolis Mauler football on 97.9 KMAL is brought to you by Costco Wholesale. By Black Sheep Cold Fried Pizza, the official watch party location of your Minneapolis Maulers. By Nike, just do it. And by Delta Airlines. The Maulers fly with Delta. Start of the second quarter, San Francisco has a 7-3 lead, or 7-3 deficit, beg your pardon, and they have the ball 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And their first play of the second quarter will be a pass. Hart hit as he threw and rocked backwards. Pass incomplete will set up a 2nd down and 10. And let's take a look at the stats from the end of one. 130 passing yards for Minneapolis. That's all they did. 95 through the air and 18 on the ground for San Francisco for 113 yards total. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Hart will hand it off to Baja on a draw. Baja breaks a tackle and picks up 6 yards. David Baja having some success. Zach Parker had tons of success against that Mauler defense last week in their 55-45 loss. More stats from the first quarter. That 1 turnover for Minneapolis, keeping it close. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down. Had 6 first downs in that quarter. San Francisco had 4. 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs. 3-step drop. Hart will swing it outside. Baja's got to make a man miss. He will not do it. Beautiful open field tackle. That is Chip Gatlin, and it's a 4th down. San Francisco, a huge defensive stop there for Minneapolis after a long time consuming possession from San Francisco. They will have to punt it away. And if you're a Bulldog fan, that's pretty disappointing after your defense gets the stop. Good solid drive, just couldn't finish it with points. Fair catch called for at the 14-yard line, and the Maulers have been pinned back deep in their own territory a couple of times in this game as Marconi comes back out onto the field. Again, I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. This is the Simulation Football League and the SFL Network on Twitch. Mahler Radio, 97.9 KMAL. Games Saturday through Monday. 3 wide receivers. Marconi with an empty set. He will go deep, and he's got Cooley. Cooley in a foot race with ball to the 49-yard line. First down. Maulers. Cooley with a buck on 6 catches. Andrew Ball just way off of James Cooley. He's gotta be there. He's got to be right in the hip pocket of Cooley. Wasn't on that play. And again, Marconi goes empty backfield. 1st and 10 at the Minneapolis 49. 4-down lineman for San Francisco. That's who they rush. And Marconi will swing it outside. That's Cooley again. His 7th grab of the first half. A 5-yard pickup. Sets up a 2nd and 5. Second and 5 at the 46, trips to the left-hand side. Marconi drops to throw. Marconi down the field, pass caught wide open. Donald Miller, another Minneapolis first down. This one to the Bulldog 33-yard line as the Maulers near scoring position yet again. That's just too easy for Marconi. No pressure in his face whatsoever. Jordan Gray and Randall Watts have got to squeeze the pocket. For San Francisco to get any pressure. Trips to the right-hand side. Ball in the middle of the field. As Marconi drops to throw, he will swing it out short in dangerous traffic. Miller makes the catch. 5 catches for Miller for 41 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 4 for Minneapolis. Under 10 to go in the first half. Maulers only with 7 points. Second quarter is their bread and butter. Trips to the left. 4-down lineman again for San Francisco. That's all they bring. And Marconi goes down the middle. The pass is caught inside the 20. Down to the 15. That's James Cooley again. And another Mauler. First down. Minneapolis dissecting the San Francisco defense. For more information about our great league, visit simulationfl.com, the official website of the Simulation Football League. Plenty of videos there on our media page. You can check out how the season is going. Photo galleries on the home page as well, as Marconi's pass is caught inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Abarazabo and Minneapolis. The Maulers extend their lead to 10 as Abarazabo got away from the traffic, and Sudelovich kind of got hooked up by his own man on that play. Some defensive confusion there for San Francisco, and the Maulers make them pay. Extra point for the Maulers is up and good. And the score, with 9:01 to go in the first quarter, the Maulers 14 and the Bulldogs 3. How will San Francisco respond? A field goal, a punt, and another punt on their first 3 possessions. Bulldogs on the return, makes a man miss and drags players to the 29-yard line. San Francisco is 2-1. Their only loss, the opening game of the regular season, 27-17 to Oklahoma City. Since then, the Bulldogs took care of Orlando, 25-19, as you look at Baja's numbers. And they also took down New York in the snow up in Buffalo. Hart, sidearm throw out to Baja. And he has a lot of space, and Baja gets insulted on the sideline. A 6-yard gain. Woo! 250-yard player flies about 4 yards backwards. Somebody get the camera out and make sure there aren't any small children around. 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard gain. Big hit, I believe, by Dorsett on the sideline. High formation, the toss play to Baja, trying to extend it outside, and Minneapolis is all over the football. Swarming to David is Jeb Gatlin, a loss of 2, 3rd down and 6. David Baja, this is his former team. The Maulers turned to Minneapolis after a change of ownership. They used to be the Grand Rapids Rollers. Baja was their running back. James Cooley, the Mauler, former Bulldog as well, so a homecoming of sorts for some guys. Hart on 3rd down, the pass is caught. Caesar Cannon to the San Francisco 46, first catch of the night for Caesar Cannon. And the Bulldogs keep their offensive hopes alive on this possession. Hart, a pretty low thrown ball. We talk about it as Broadway was chasing the play, Dorsett on the tackle. We were talking about how Hart has not thrown many interceptions, just 3 interceptions in 3 games this year. Not too shabby. He takes care of the ball rather well and has done that in his time here at San Francisco. First 2 years in San Francisco, he was in Oklahoma City for a year, and now he's back with the Bulldogs. Hand off to Baja, got a lot of space, but quickly shut down by Billy Joe Gatlin coming up to defend the run from the strong safety position. A 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 from the Mauler 49-yard line as San Francisco crosses midfield. Second and 5 from the 49, and the handoff will go to Baja, and he will not be able to get away. David Baja, who is the expert at breaking tackles. Big defensive tackle brings him down there. 3rd down and 4. We do keep track of broken tackle stats in this league, and it's pretty stunning what David Baja has done over a career. Baja has 332 broken tackles. That's number 1 all time. 3rd down and 4 at the Mauler 48. The handoff goes to Baja, and he's going to get outside and just got it. He certainly paid for it at the Mauler 43, but David Baja with some tough running picks up the 1st down at the Minneapolis 43-yard line, down to 6 minutes to go in the first half. Under 6 minutes to go, 1st and 10 from the 43. As they check it down to look at the Maulers all over David Baja on that play. He was a sitting duck, or a sitting bulldog rather. A loss of 1 brings up 2nd down and 11. And credit San Francisco, they're keeping Minneapolis off the field. 5.5 to go in the quarter, and the Maulers stuck on 14. But San Francisco trying to turn drives into points has been another story, as Hart's going to change the play. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side. Hand off to David, and David will break off a tackle, still on his feet, past the 35, stretching for the 1st down, but can't get there. Jeb Gatlin, 6 tackles already. A gain of 10, 3rd down and 1 for San Francisco, 5 minutes to go in the first half. San Francisco also the only team to beat Thomas Paternitti. He was the coach at Baltimore last year, and San Francisco upset the undefeated Crabs in the first round of the playoffs. 3rd down and 1 from the 34. Hand off to Baja around the left-hand side, and Baja didn't get it. 4th down and 1. didn't cut up the field when he needed to. Dorsett makes the tackle, and now San Francisco has a decision to make. It would be a 51-yard field goal, or will they go for it? It looks like they will go for it. And Minneapolis needs a big defensive stop here. I formation with Cannon all alone at the bottom of the screen. Down to 10 on the play clock. Will San Francisco have the guts to snap it? Doesn't look like it. Down to 3, down to 2, and they will play the safe game. Call a timeout, and it looks like San Francisco will punt it away, and that's a huge victory for Minneapolis. San Francisco could have kept that drive going, and we may look at this decision. We may look back at this decision as the moment when San Francisco lost this game. If I was a Bulldog fan, I'd want to go for it. You've played an excellent first half, and you might end up being down 21-3 if Marconi has anything to say about it, which he usually does. Four minutes and 4 seconds left. San Francisco will try to pin the Maulers deep, but not a very good kick. The fair catch called for at the 12. So another Mauler drive will start inside their own 15-yard line, but it could have been much worse, as Marconi now has 3 minutes and 58 seconds and 3 timeouts. Plenty of time to go down the field. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe coming up at with the first half highlight stats and analysis from the SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas, and the 2K Sports halftime report. First and 10 to the 12, Marconi back to pass. He's going to go deep down the field. Big hit at the 27, but a sidearm pass caught by Cooley, his 9th grab of the first half. It's another Mauler first down. Cooley paid for this one. Whack! There have been some heavy hits in this game, no doubt about that. First and 10 of the 27, 3 receivers and 2 backs in the backfield. A 4-2-5 look for San Francisco. Marconi back to pass. He's going to go down the middle of the pass. Caught. A 5-yard gain by Albarazabo as he taunts Unsicker, the former teammate. Just for a few games. Albarazabo, former Renegade, former Wyvern. Signed by Minneapolis in the offseason, took a big risk, saw the potential of this kid, signed him to a silver deal, despite not having a touchdown all of last season, and it has paid off. Marconi down the middle, wide open is Cooley. How does nobody have an eye on James Cooley? The Gold Star receiver now has 10 grabs in the first half, and it's another first down, Maulers. Cooley, 62 receptions this year, his 246 catches is #1 all-time, passing Freeman Goodspeed last week, who has 242 coming into week 6. A 4-wide receiver set with Marconi in the empty set. As Marconi was hit as he threw, and the pass is overthrown and incomplete. First signs of pressure from San Francisco tonight. That was Jordan Gray applying 2nd and 10. Second and 10 at the 46. 3 receivers and 2 backs in the backfield. A 4-2-5 look. Marconi back to throw. Marconi is looking to the left-hand side. The pass caught. First down. Just ahead of the sticks. That's Cooley again. Dominating his former team. Another Mauler first down. And into Bulldog territory. That is the end of, or that is the 2-minute warning. I'm sorry. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Mauler radio network. Turn it on and you're in beast mode. This is Mauler Football, 97.9 KMAL, Minneapolis. First and 10 for the Maulers. Marconi back to pass. Swings it out to Pittman. Got a lot of space. And breaks a tackle and gets to the 36 before getting pushed out of bounds. That'll save the Maulers a timeout. Bring up second down and 3. Minneapolis winning, but not in the traditional sense. A low-scoring defensive game thus far. Marconi's rating 120. 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception in the first half. 3 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. Marconi to throw again. He's got isolation on the outside. That is so easy. Dono Miller with the catch and another Mauler first down, racking up the first downs tonight. Boy, you could see that from here. There's only one guy on that side of the field, and he gave him the little short route. Miller actually went out of bounds. 1:50 left in the quarter. First and 10 of the San Francisco 28, a 4-3 look. Blitz showing outside, they back off, rush 4, they swing it out to Pittman, he's in trouble, but still ends up getting 2 yards on the play. Clock will keep rolling. Minneapolis will get the ball to start the second half, so their ability to do some major damage here in the next 90 seconds heading into the locker room is crucial. Big opportunity here for Minneapolis. Second and 8 from the 27. 4 down linemen, 3 receivers. And Marconi back to pass is picked off at the 15 and returned up to the 26-yard line. Marconi was fooled by the defense. A clever defensive setup from San Francisco. Bickerstaff on the pick. They blitzed late, and then Bickerstaff jumped the route as James Cooley was the intended receiver. That is a huge stop for San Francisco to keep this game level-headed, and it's Marconi's second interception of the game, and it's not often that Marconi has as many interceptions as he does touchdowns. San Francisco's defense hanging tough on the game of the week on the road here in Minneapolis. Bark at the park night. Hart back to pass. Hart's got all day. Hart needs to get rid of it. It's going to take off and run. A 4-yard gain. No huddle offense for San Francisco. Great coverage down the field for Minneapolis. Hart gets back to the line. 58 seconds to go and counting. Brunson is alone to the bottom of the screen, and Hart will drop to throw. Hart's going to go deep to Brunson. The pass is... oh, he couldn't hang on. Pass may have been deflected. Incomplete to bring up a 3rd down and 6. Jim Hartwig defending, and let's take another look at this one. Check that. That was Asante Dolman, and actually the pass was behind Dolman, and that's why Dolman couldn't bring it in, and Hartwig was able to get a hand on it. 3rd down, San Fran. Third and 6. San Francisco's been pretty good on 3rd down tonight. Cannon bottom of the screen, Brunson top of the screen. Minneapolis trying to give themselves one last shot at offense in the first half. They're going to hand it off to David Baja, and he's not going to get it. But San Francisco wisely didn't want to give Minneapolis the ball back. The Maulers elect to not call a timeout, and San Francisco will be able to run a lot of time off the clock all the way down to almost the end of the half. 22 on the play clock. Maulers elect to not call a timeout. They may be able to get a Hail Mary up in the final seconds. But Minneapolis content with their 14-3 advantage, particularly the fact that the Maulers have 2 turnovers and San Francisco has 0 points off of turnovers. That is a very key statistic. Down to 3 seconds, a great fair catch call by Kaleka to give the offense one more play. A 1st and 10 from the 33. Dan and Peter are on the edge of their seats, getting ready to do their thing back in San Antonio. Final play of the first half. Not close enough for a Hail Mary, but we'll see what they can do. The Maulers can score on any play. Marconi under center with two backs in the backfield. And the play will be a Marconi pass over the middle, and that's the end of the first half. So San Francisco hanging tough. The Bulldogs 3, the Maulers 14. This is the SFL Network on Twitch, and this is Mauler Radio.
Is good for 6. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Maulers enjoying a lead, 14-3.
Okay, Dan, let's get this halftime show started. What do you have for us?
Now a look at our halftime comparison, and as you can see, total yards definitely tell the story thus far. The Maulers are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Number 80 emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. That set up a 29-yard field goal. The Bulldogs get the first points of the game and go up by 3. The Maulers, later in the first, number 42, ran a terrific route here and was able to pull this one in. A 29-yard play that set up a home team touchdown. Midway through the first, the Maulers winning by 4. Number 19 is going to find himself on the receiving end of this one, and he works his way open for the big play. The Bulldogs have it off an interception. Number 7 went to the air trying to convert on third down, and he found his man. Unfortunately, the drive stopped shortly afterwards, and they had to punt it away. The Bulldogs trailing 7-3. Number 19 had to work to find an opening, but he was able to haul this one in. A 35-yard play that set up a home team touchdown. The Maulers now up by 11. Late into the second quarter, already inside field goal range, Bickerstaff is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way, and he's able to get his hands on this one and picks it off. And that's how we'll round this one out. The Maulers are up big at the half. 14-3.
Excellent job, Dan.
The Maulers get the ball first this half, and another score by them could really open up this game. They currently lead 14-3. Let's get down to the field and the action.
It's halftime in Minneapolis. The Maulers hold a 14-3 lead over San Francisco. This is Mauler Radio, and we'll be back with the second half after this.
The polar vortex, Snowmageddon, Snowtastrophe. We're running out of names. Tonight, we ask the question, is winter out to get us? Then we probably answer it. The effects of the cold are well documented.
Just look back at history. Ancient man went extinct during the Ice Age.
First, the brain stops functioning properly. Next, the extremities lose all feeling and start to spasm. Your limbs may freeze and fall off.
These were gathered in the field. Be careful handling them. You might catch it.
It is a problem with no solution. Do these people look happy?
This is ridiculous.
Up. A short word that's a tall order. Stand up. Get up. Step up. Up demands that you rise to the challenge. Up your game. Up the ante. And if you stumble, you get back up. Then raise yourself higher than before. It's not easy, and not everyone is up to it. That is, up to up. But we are. because we're in the business of up. Every day, Delta flies 250,000 people to 330 destinations worldwide, while investing billions of dollars, improving everything from booking to baggage claim. We're raising the bar on flying. You could say we're upping up. And tomorrow, we will up it yet again.
Get the ball to start the second half. An interesting first half, to say the least. Point of the SFL season, and in the coming weeks we will have a lot of big, awesome announcements to make regarding the Simulation Football League and SFL 5, our 5th season, to kick off this summer. 3 receivers and 2 backs for now. Marconi and the Maulers are on top of the league, and Marconi is going to be sacked. A blitz off the right-hand side. And Randall Watts, the MVP from last season, makes the first sack of the game, and it's 2nd down and 14. Watts off the edge. The non-star running back just whiffed it. So a nice start for the Bulldog defense in the second half. Minneapolis has been a little out of sync, not used to only being on the field for 11 minutes. San Francisco 1 time of possession in that first half, as Marconi's pass over the middle is caught. That is Abaranzabo. That is his 6th catch of the game. 3rd down and 9. Minneapolis had a chance to make it 21-3 just before the half, but through an interception, they have a chance to make it 21-3 here. Out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, 3 to the bottom of the screen. And Marconi will drop to throw, and Marconi will go deep to the right-hand side. It is caught by Abaranzabo to the 36-yard line. A big play for the Maulers. First down. That was needed. Not a lot of deep shots tonight so far for Minneapolis. But Abaranzabo just too fast against the non-star corner. Moves the chains and moves the Maulers into San Francisco territory. A big 3rd down conversion. Three receivers and 2 in the backfield. A 4-2-5 setup. Marconi drops to pass. Marconi out to Pittman. Not much room. Sudalovich lays a shot to the, actually that was Cartwright, beg your pardon, who makes that catch. A loss of 1. 2nd down, 11 for Minneapolis. Next week it'll be a Saturday doubleheader. Times to be determined. The only 2 games of week number 7 on Saturday next week. The Orlando Intimidators host the Honolulu Legends in the Walsh War, the 2nd Walsh War of the season, as that pass is swung out for a 4-yard gain. And then these San Francisco Bulldogs will host the Baltimore Crabs. That's week 7 action right here on the SFL Network on Twitch. Another 3rd down here for the Maulers. 3rd down and 7. It would be a 50-yard field goal from here. Marconi, 5 wide receivers, empty backfield. And the Maulers have had the ball nearly 3 minutes to start the second half. Marconi called an audible. Back to pass out of the gun, swings it out short. Pass caught, but short of the first down marker. Abaranzabo, 8 receptions on 8 targets, but just could not turn the corner. 4th down and 1. Will Minneapolis go for it? touchdown is a lot different than a field goal in an 11-point game, but it would appear the Maulers will kick the field goal. So San Francisco able to keep it a 2-score game just a bit longer. This kick from 44 yards away on the right hash mark for the non-star kicker. 44 yards out, the Mauler kick is up on its way, and he missed it to the right side. The Maulers come up empty, and San Francisco gets another stop. Derek Barrow never was able to get it to turn left, and it falls to the right. Another missed opportunity for for Minneapolis. Can San Francisco capitalize? Was thinking one part ahead. 3-receiver set with Baja in the backfield. And Hart will hand it off to Baja, and he is dragged down. Only a 1-yard gain. Excellent stop there by Engelberger to bring up a 2nd and 9. CasualAdultGamers.com is an official partner of the Simulation Football League. Find out what is so fun about competing with some of the best all-pro football players ever assembled. Visit CasualAdultGamers.com for more information. As Jasper Hart hit as he threw the pass is incomplete, nearly taken away. Intended for Caesar Cannon, a bit off target, will set up a 3rd down and 9. While San Francisco's offense may not be getting it going, their defense certainly has done the best job on Minneapolis this season. Bar none, really. Three wide receivers, 2 backs in the backfield, a 4-2 look up front for the Maulers. Hart to throw. Hart is got time, and he threw an incompletion. Broadway got in the way of that one. 4th down, and again, San Francisco cannot take advantage. Minneapolis has 2 interceptions. They have missed a field goal. And on all 3 of those possessions, San Francisco has responded with a punt. Bulldogs just struggling offensively. They're not the cream of the crop when it comes to offenses. Last in the league, averaging 23.7 points per game as Kaleka returns to the 28. Owner of San Francisco enters into the chat trying to will his defense to shut down the hottest quarterback in league history. Empty backfield with 4 wide receivers and 7 in the box. That means one-on-one coverage, assuming everyone goes deep. Marconi facing a 4-man rush, and he'll go down the middle, and the pass right on target to Albarancevo. Now 337 passing yards for Marconi, and it's good enough for a Mauler. 1st down. Just an absolute bullet. First and 10 of the 42. Marconi back to pass. The pass is caught. A 7-yard gain to Donald Miller brings up 2nd down and 3 from right at the 50. Donald Miller, a former New York Knight, also a former Star. He has been a traveler. Never really has found a home. But he's a big target, and he has had a very good season for Minneapolis. 34 catches, 364 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That's better than most receivers can say in the league. 2nd and 3. Bulldogs bring the blitz, and a wide-open Albarancevo results in another Mauler 1st down to the 39-yard line. Minneapolis racking up the yards. They just have not been able to rack up the points thus far. Marconi's rating just above 100. First down and 10. Marconi to throw. Marconi's pass caught again. And tackled by a couple defenders was Abaratsabo. Only a 4-yard gain. Brings up second down and 6. San Francisco continuing to make Minneapolis earn every yard, every point. 14-3 Maulers. If you're just tuning in, you need to pick your jaw off the floor with the Maulers only having 14 points right now. 4 receivers, 3 to the top of the screen. And Marconi will drop to throw. And Marconi will look deep left. Wide open is James Cooley. They let him loose. Touchdown, Minneapolis. He's due for one a game, almost once a game, if not more. James Cooley just gets loose. They brought a blitz. He just blew right past it. And now Minneapolis is in further control. A 20-3 ball game. They feel a little bit better about themselves. A big touchdown strike to James Cooley. It's his first of the night. Miller had one earlier. Low snap. The extra point is good. San Francisco's got to answer with some sort of points. A field goal puts it back to a 2-score game. The touchdown would erase what just happened. As the Maulers kick it away. From the 11, a short kick. Nowhere to hide. Return up to the 29-yard line, an 18-yard return. Like the league on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, all at /SimulationFL. So example, facebook.com/SimulationFL, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, etc. Help us on our quest to 100 Twitch followers by following the channel. We're almost there. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. 2 backs and 2 receivers, and Baja takes it on a counter. Left-hand side, Baja still on his feet. Picks up only 3 yards. Brings up second down and 7. Second and 7 at the 32. 4 receivers, 2 to either side, and Hart is in the shotgun. And back to throw down the left-hand side. Got a man. That is Brunson for a first down to the San Francisco 45 as the quarter ticks down underneath the halfway mark. Hart, another solid throw. Does not have an interception tonight. Only 3 interceptions on the year. Defensively for the Maulers and around the league, Joe Lynn, Coma Kaleka, and Jesus Salvador had 4 interceptions coming into the week. Andrew Ball and Isaac Holt had 3. Penalty on Minneapolis. They jumped offside. This is going to be a first and 5.
Neutral zone infraction, number 95, defense, 5-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
Let's go.
First and 5.
First and 5 at midfield for San Francisco. They're down 21-3. Got a break on that last play because of the offside. Hart down the field, has a man. That's Dolman. Dolman shoves off 2 defenders. Asante Dolman scores a touchdown. He just ripped through the Mauler defense. That was unbelievable. Asante Dolman assaults the Maulers. My goodness. A stiff arm of fury gets San Francisco back into the game. Cannot contain the excitement to see a football play like that. Jeb Gatlin couldn't catch him in time. What a yak play from Asante Dolman. Out of this world. And that, if San Francisco needed any type of play, they needed that type of play. Their first touchdown of the night. And the extra point is good for San Francisco. Wow. Asante Dolman, somebody said something about his mama before the play. Yeesh. Man, your mama's so fat, man, she looks like Larry Henderson. San Francisco kicks it away. Mahler's on the return. Up to the 29-yard line. You could also replace Larry Henderson with David Baja. First down at the 29 now for Minneapolis. Minneapolis just has to respond and they'll be all right. But one heck of a play from Asante Dolman. First touchdown pass of the night for Hart. That is his, I believe that's his fourth of the year. Pass deep down the field, incomplete. Intended for Cooley, brings up second down and 10. Hart has actually been sacked more times than any other quarterback in the league this year, 10. For Asante Dolman, that was his first touchdown of the season. Second and 10 from the 29, trips to the left-hand side, and Marconi will drop to throw, and Marconi swings it outside, pass caught by Cooley, and he says, I got a little anger in me too. A 9-yard gain after the stiff arm, 13 catches for $1.99, sets up a third down and 1. For James Cooley, he's trying to make it 3 straight games with over 200 receiving yards. Third and 1 from the 38, empty backfield. Marconi going to go deep down the field. The pass is caught at the San Francisco 41 by Cooley. He's over 200 receiving yards for the third straight week, and it's a first down. Maulers. Cooley coming into the night at 949 receiving yards. He'll become the first receiver this season to reach the 1,000-yard mark, and not many receivers have been able to do it in a single season, let alone in 5 games. That's never been done. Cooley had one 1,000-yard season previously, 1,238 yards in his first year as a rookie in San Francisco. So if I'm doing the math correctly, 1,238. Let's get the calculator out. Minus 949. He needs 289 yards, or 290 yards, to surpass his career high for receiving yards in a season. 3 receivers, Marconi back to pass. The pass is caught. It's short of the first down. Brings up a third down and 3. Abarazzo on the 2-yard catch. Again, shout out to all of our SFL supporters tonight in the chat. Amindalotha, Bandits APF 2K8, Lebu 5, Welly, Ramos, Lins, San Antonio, TJ Kagats, FLT, Paternity, and X Factor 56. Marconi, sidearm throw, nearly threw an interception. And San Francisco's defense gets off the field. It's a 4th down and 3. Marconi had a little bit of pressure in his face and couldn't get off a good pass. And what will they do? It looks like a punt. So So San Francisco's defense comes up with a stand, down just 11, which was the score at halftime. Thanks to Asante Dolman's forceful play after the catch. This punt is going to bounce inside the 5, and a beautiful job by the special teams to down the ball at the 3. Being in the right position to make a play on this ball. Look at him, track the ball, track the ball. Man, that is another brilliance of all pro football. First and 10 from the 3 for San Francisco, still down 11. Hart will go 2 backs in the backfield with 3 receivers. Hand off to Baja on a draw, and he couldn't get away. Beautiful tackle in the open field. That's Billy Joe. No gain, sets up 2nd and 10. And if San Francisco cannot get out of the shadow of their own end zone, I can almost guarantee you the Maulers will score on the next possession. They'll get the ball possibly in scoring position. San Francisco out of the eye. And the handoff goes to Baja. He's got a lot of space and breaks off a tackle and gets to the 10. A 7-yard gain. Baja just 2.7 yards a carry thus far. But last week he came alive in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
3rd and 3 at the 10. 2 in the backfield, 8 in the box for Minneapolis. They're going to run it again, and Baja's not going to get anywhere. So 3 straight runs. The Bulldogs keep it conservative. And that's a huge stop for the Mauler defense. The Bulldogs on to punt again. This is a packed house at Wolf, Ram, and Hart. A lot of great pups out there on Bark at the Park night. From the 41-yard line, Kaleka up to the 38. So 1 first down is going to get the Maulers into scoring position. This is the part of the field where James Cooley exploited San Francisco a couple of possessions ago. First and 10 of the 38. 3 receivers and 2 backs in the backfield. Marconi back to throw. He's going to swing it outside. And a big hit, man. He took him off his feet. Andrew Ball sends the fullback Cartwright backwards. A heavy hitting game. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Guys, do you want me to announce the big announcements for the SFL right now? 2nd and 8 from the 36. 3 wide receivers. Marconi swings it outside. Pass caught just shy of the sticks. Donald Miller, 8 grabs, 62 yards, and a touchdown. Third down and 1. .119 left in the 3rd. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the left-hand side, far left-hand side. Marconi back to pass, going deep down the left-hand side. Got Cooley again! Touchdown, Maulers! He has taken over this game! If San Francisco had to do it all over again, they would not have traded this guy. He is absolutely the best receiver this league has ever had. He's the only Gold Star receiver this league has ever had. And man, is he worth every penny to the Maulers. He's only getting paid $2 million a year. He's under a 1-year, $2 million deal. He was franchise tagged by San Francisco and then shipped over to Minneapolis. And that extra point is good. Maulers extend their lead back to 18, 28-10. From the 10, San Francisco on the return, up to the 29, 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs defense starting to bend a little bit more than they were. Still though, Minneapolis way shy of their season average. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. High formation, though. Stay with the run, and Jeb Gatlin is in the backfield. A 3-yard loss as he flexes his muscles. And this just isn't working for San Francisco. Just don't have the firepower that maybe Orlando might have had last week. Second and 13, 4 receivers. Hart back to pass. He'll swing it outside, but out of bounds was Brunson. As you look at the quarterback numbers, Marconi still shy of 500. That won't last long. Valiant effort in this game by San Francisco, but a 3rd and 13 right now. And James Cooley proving to be unstoppable, as San Francisco needing to get a conversion here. 4 receivers set, Hart back to pass. Hart is going down the field in traffic. There is a late flag, and I think there was interference on Caesar Cannon at the end of the play. They might have bumped him early. Let's get the call. It's a huge bailout call.
Pass interference, number 28.
That's a huge bailout call. That gives San Francisco a first down on their own 42-yard line, and that'll be how the third quarter comes to a close. End of 3 at Wolfram and Hart. Minneapolis in control, 28-10, and trying to fight off a potential San Francisco comeback. This is Muller Radio. We'll be right back.
Dropped off the ride, pushed on a pull, got our bearings, got blown away, checked the time, killed some time, nibbled, knives, next time, now. Found some culture, fresh new kicks, not so subtle, subtle hints, midlife crisis, fountain of youth, aged in reverse, spoiled our dinner, centered, splurged, went smooth, smoother, smoothest, got fast, got warmed, got benched, ate like kings, swam with sharks, took a stroll, made it sparkle, made some moves, sipped on a nightcap, sipped on one more. Who needs date night when there's date day?
Mall of America.
Always new.
Come in and use your Starbucks gift card any day through January 5th for a chance to win Starbucks for life.
Hello. You can go ahead and put your bag right here. Have a nice flight.
Traveling can feel like one big mystery. You're never quite sure what is coming your way. But when you've got an entire company who knows that the fewest cancellations and the most on-time flights are nothing if we can't get your things there too. It's no wonder More people choose Delta than any other airline.
Mauler Football on 97.9 is brought to you by Mall of America, always new. By Starbucks, the official brew of the Maulers. Make sure to get your free cup of coffee after every Mauler win. By Stella Artois. And by True Strength. Visit OptimumNutrition.com for more information. So after the bailout pass interference call, it is 1st and 10 for San Francisco at the 41-yard line. Handoff goes to David Baja, and he gets 4 yards on the outside.
Number 23, credited with the tackle. Second and 6.
Second and 6 from the 45, 4 receivers, 2 to either side, and Hart is going to drop to throw. Hart's pass is caught, but just shy of the first down. Caesar Cannon on the catch. Brings up a 3rd and inches at the Mauler 49-yard line. San Francisco needs something out of this possession, and their defense is going to have to tighten up. High formation with a receiver to the top of the screen. 3rd and inches, the handoff goes to Baja, and he got the first down, just barely, to the Minneapolis 47. Would almost be better for San Francisco to take as much time off the clock as possible and then just start onside kicking. 1st and 10 for the Maulers 47, 2 receivers. Split out wide either side. The handoff goes to Baja, and a great surge by Minneapolis up the middle. Could not bring him down. Nearly got a first down. This is when Baja usually turns on the juice. 2nd and short for San Francisco, and the Bulldogs are challenging the spot of the ball.
The Bulldogs are challenging the spot of the ball.
So let's take a look if Baja crossed the line or not with the football, and I think that's going to be overturned. I think that ball is clearly across the line. Jim Ryan's not going to like it, but this should be a first down Bulldogs.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The Bulldogs will not be charged with a timeout. First down.
So they win the challenge. The crowd and the dogs here don't like it. Sick 'em, boy. Sick 'em. First and 10 from the 36. 3 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield, and Hart will hand it off to Baja, and he gained just 1 yard, I should say. Austin Broadway on the tackle. 2nd and 9, clock not on the side of the Bulldogs, but as I mentioned, at the same time, you don't really want to give Minneapolis too many more opportunities. 4 receivers, 2 split out wide either side. Ball at the right hash mark. Hart back to throw. Hart's going to go deep in the left-hand side, and incomplete. That is glue coverage by Marcus Dorsett. Fantastic job. Sets up a 3rd and long. Stops the clock with 10:53 to play. There's a look at Dorsett. Done a pretty good job on Brunson all night. San Francisco is outside of field goal range from this spot. You would think they would at least try to get into that range to cut it down to a 2-score game. Hart back to throw. He's going to go deep to the left-hand side. Got a man open. Caught it at the 5, and Brunson will score. What a big play on a 3rd down San Francisco not going away. The second touchdown pass of the night for Jasper Hart. And that is a perfect ball over the outstretched arms of Dorsett. Kaleka came over to try to make something happen. Just couldn't get there in time. And it's 28-16. Gotta tip our hats to San Francisco tonight. They always play Paternity pretty well. And I don't know what Paternity will, I'm sure, share his thoughts in the chat, but is San Francisco his toughest non-CAG opponent in the SFL? San Francisco kicks it away. They're going to have to play some defense if they want to come back from the 11. Maulers on the return. Plenty of time left in this game. Kaleka got whiplash at the 33. It's up to Marconi to keep the foot on the gas. 28-17 Maulers. First and 10 of the 33, and San Francisco creeping up to the line of scrimmage. They have no deep safety right now. First and 10, Marconi, a pump fake, and then a one-handed grab by Abarazabo, gains 8 yards. 13 catches for 120 yards for Abarazabo, and according to what he's done this season, that's a little quiet for him. He does have a touchdown as well. Second and 2, 3 receivers top of the screen. Marconi back to pass. That pass caught. No, he dropped it. Wow, a rare drop. That was Donald Miller. He was wide open for a first down. So wide open he might have thought about that twice, and now it's 3rd and 2. Let's see if Miller can redeem himself after that one. 4 receivers, trips tight to the left-hand side. 10 on the play clock. Marconi back to pass. Marconi going to swing it short. Caught, first down, and plenty more. That's Miller, and that's what you do after a receiver drops a pass. You say, don't worry, big fella. I know you're good for it. I'll hit you again. And the Maulers move the chains. First and 10 for the Bulldog 44. Marconi back to pass. He's going to swing it outside. Pass caught. Miller now 10 grabs on 11 targets. They didn't give him a drop for that one, and that's very generous. The catch previous, or the drop previous. 2nd and 7 at the San Francisco 41. Bulldogs trying to hang in there. Shotgun Marconi, swing outside. That's going to be a first down to the 32-yard line for the Maulers. Inside 9 minutes to go. Marconi to throw. Sidearm pass. Oh, just off the hands of Sudalovich. Boy, he nearly ripped that one down. Marconi got a little greedy. As you take another look at it. Maybe threw it a bit too soon as Sudelovic kind of sunk down in the zone and put his paw up there. 2nd and 10 stops the clock, 8:32 to go. Few people have left. A comeback not out of the question at the moment. Maulers need to put them away. Marconi's pass, caught. That's a 4-yard gain. Babarazzo 133 yards on 15 catches. Starting to rack them up. Babarazzo this season, a low in receiving yards is 128, so he's already passed that. 3rd down and 6 from the 28. Marconi going deep. The pass is caught. It's a touchdown. James Cooley again. This performance has Player of the Week written all over it. They just can't stop him. Just absolutely can't stop him. San Francisco has tried to hang in there, but just too much James Cooley. What a night for Cooley. I can't wait to see his final numbers. The extra point is good. Over 1,000 yards in 5 games. Out of control. The next Minneapolis home game is in 2 weeks against the Cleveland Vipers. Sunday, March 15th, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Get ready for some points in that one from the 8-yard line. San Francisco on the return and up to the 28. Bandits APF 2K8 saying, proclaiming free water for all the dogs that made the stadium tonight. That's very generous of you. How about free iced coffees for every dog that made the game tonight? Baja gains 2, still under 3 yards a carry. Another outstanding job by Austin Broadway and Jeb Gatlin in the middle. Looks like San Francisco will fall to 2-2, and there is just a muck-up in the middle of the standings. San Francisco and Honolulu both 2-2. New York and Oklahoma City both 2-3. Meanwhile, Minneapolis and Baltimore further separate themselves from the pack this season as Baja takes off and gets a first down up to the 39-yard line. Baltimore 3-1, but they have won 3 games all in the final couple of minutes with defense. They haven't been blowouts by any means. Another night for Minneapolis where everybody stays healthy, so that was good to see. First and 10. San Francisco trying to play keep away right now. Baja picks up 2 yards. Broadway, another tackle, brings up 2nd down and 8. Look at Jasper Hart tonight. 143.3 rating. 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He has been very good tonight. The Bulldogs certainly know how to utilize his talents. Oklahoma City didn't last year. Hand off to Baja around the right-hand side. He will pick up a couple of more, and it'll be 3rd down. Man, I got to get in a rhythm of showing stats at the end of the 3rd quarter if I'm going to work so hard at doing it. These are the stats at the end of the third. 469 passing yards for the Maulers entering the fourth quarter. They have upped that mark. Hart back to pass, all kinds of time on third down and 6, and it's nearly picked off. And let's see if San Francisco goes for it on fourth down. Could be their last hurrah, or they could just punt it away and call it a night. Other stats in the quarter, only 7 first downs in the first 3 quarters for San Francisco, and Minneapolis has only faced 7 third downs tonight heading into the fourth quarter. San Francisco will punt it away. I think they know that this ship has sailed as Galega from the 22-yard line returns up to the 25. Cold night in Minneapolis, but not unbearable. Cleveland was around the same temperature, but they had all the white stuff. Marconi to throw. That pass is caught by Cooley. No, by Miller. No quit in Donald Miller, and look how he has responded since that drop. Now 11 catches for 102 yards. Starters stay in for Minneapolis. Still 5 minutes to go. Dan Stevens, Peter O'Keefe will come your way with post-game highlight stats and analysis. As Marconi drops to throw, Marconi's to the outside, got a man, 9-yard gain. That's Miller again. And Abarazabo has taken a bit of a back seat tonight to Miller and Cooley especially.
Second and 1 from the Bulldogs, 45 yards.
Receivers, Marconi back to pass, and he's sacked. Loss of 4 on the play. That is Jordan Gray. 4-yard loss, 3rd and 5 now. Gray and Watts with a sack each tonight. Sack numbers down a little bit in the league this year, but coming into the night, Jasper Lennox had 3, Watts had 2, Henderson 1.5, and then a lot of players with 1. 3rd and 5 at the 49, 4:26 to go. Trips to the left. And Marconi drops to throw, and a penalty marker's down. And I believe they're going to get San Fran for PI. That's going to be a first down, Maulers.
Pass interference, number 28, defense. The ball is
spot foul, so first down and 10 at the San Francisco 40.
First and 10.
Here's a look at James Cooley, Andrew Ball not having a good night against him. Be interesting to see when June Fierro and James Cooley go toe-to-toe in a few weeks. Marconi back to pass. He's going to go down the field, and he's got a man. That is Miller again, now 13 for 135 yards. And another Mauler, first down. Donald Miller is the fourth quarter James Cooley. This guy is all over the place. They just can't stop him. Minneapolis trying to get into the 40s. It will hurt their average just a little bit. First and 10 at the San Francisco 16. Trips to the left again for Marconi. He will throw it quick, and he's got a receiver. Touchdown! Minneapolis, it's Abarazabo. And Minneapolis has opened it up. Marconi's 6th touchdown pass of the night. And San Francisco lost control of this game. It was 28-17 at one point, 21-10 at another. San Francisco certainly hung around for a while, but Minneapolis finally able to put them away. They will improve to 5-0. Unstoppable. Return. San Francisco just making all sorts of mistakes now.
Holding, number 96, receiving.
That's going to move the ball back to the 19-yard line.
First and 10. From the Bulldog, 19-yard.
Down! I'm about to put the blanket on you!
Hart back to throw on a 1st and 10. That pass is caught, and Cannon goes out of bounds. Marconi just over 600 yards again. 2:25 now for Jasper Hart.
First and 10.
Down! Sit! Let's go, D! That's what we stand for!
Hart back to throw. He's going to go deep. He's got a receiver to the 42-yard line. That's a 1st down. 3 minutes and counting. San Francisco in the no huddle. Hart back to pass again. He's going to go deep again. One-on-one coverage. The pass is caught by Cannon down to the 5. So Jasper Hart racking up the yards as Minneapolis has fallen asleep a little bit. Hart back to throw. Hart down the field. Incomplete. No way that was going to be caught. Morrell Bruce all over that play. 2nd and goal, San Francisco. Hart's pass down the middle, that's a touchdown. Too easy as Jasper Hart gets his 3rd touchdown of the night, and we will see Marconi again. First touchdown pass to Caesar Cannon. Dolman, Cannon, and Brunson all with receiving touchdowns tonight for San Francisco. Makes the scoreboard look a little better. Not if Marconi has anything to say about it with 2.5 to go. extra point is blocked. Maulers block the extra point. Here's another look at it. Hit 74 in the face. After his premature jump, and San Francisco's going to onside kick it. Opposite side of the field, and Minneapolis recovers. Did Cannon not catch that touchdown? I'm pretty sure he did. Was it a non-star that caught it? Same number? I thought it was Cannon. First and 10 of the 41 for the Maulers. 3 receivers. Marconi will try to put more points on the board. Marconi against a blitz, throws it underneath. That's a 4-yard gain. Abarazzo now 17 catches, a buck 53, and 2 touchdowns. I seriously don't know why anybody picks. I mean, when you're talking about quarterbacks and receivers, Abarazzo, Cooley, Marconi every week. I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, well, on the receiver side, I can see, you know, a Scott King or a Nick Quick or something like that. But man, Cooley and Marconi for sure. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Mauler Radio Network. Turn it on and you're in beast mode. This is Mauler Football, 97.9 KMAL, Minneapolis. Backup quarterbacks in, and he is sacked. San Francisco will call a timeout. So Marconi takes a seat. Steven Flores on the sack. San Francisco could still shave off points in this game yet. Third and 12 from the Bulldog 43. Maulers down the field, pass caught short of the sticks and short of field goal range. Going to bring up a 4th down, and the Maulers will punt. Donald Miller, another catch. This punt inside the 10, and that was a little embarrassing. Maulers let it go into the end zone. First down for San Francisco on the 20. It's been a pleasure bringing week 6 of the SFL season to you. For those of you who are upset with me for teasing the big announcements, don't worry. They're coming. Not tonight, though. Baja, 33 carries, 90 yards, really struggled to get anything going tonight, but Jasper Hart had an incredible evening. Hart back to pass again, and Hart's going to swing it outside Baja, and the open field makes a man miss, makes 2 men miss, 3 men miss, 4 men miss, and Baja gets to the 41-yard line before the Bulldogs call their final timeout. David Baja on the outside makes something happen in the final couple of minutes, and that's just really bad tackling by Minneapolis' defense. So no timeouts left for San Francisco, down 19 after the blocked extra point. All on the 41-yard line. Hart back to pass. He'll look Baja's way again, and he stepped out of bounds. Only a 2-yard gain. Stops the clock again. But for San Francisco, this is an important time because with them being 2-2, Honolulu 2-2, New York 2-3, Oklahoma City 2-3, point differential could be a factor as you look at Brunson's numbers tonight. More receivers, 2 to either side. A penalty on Minneapolis. Free play for Hart. Down the field. It's incomplete, but it's going to be a 2nd and 3. As the Maulers just can't seem to let this game quit.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 93, defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
2nd and 3 now for the Bulldogs at the 47. Minneapolis has won games by 10, 12, 31. Right now up by 19, and I'm missing one other game. That was the Baltimore game. I can't remember the final score of that, but it was a pretty wide margin. 2 backs, 2 receivers for Hart. He will drop to throw, and Hart goes down the middle. It's off the hands of the intended receiver, and nearly the first interception of the night for Hart. 3rd down, 3. Malone and company on coverage. Hart's rating 143.1, 314 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Good week for quarterbacks today, at least, not Saturday. Hart's pass, a check down, that'll be a 1st down to the Minneapolis 48. No timeouts left for San Francisco, so they will have to hurry up to the line. Hart to throw. Hart's going deep right side. Pass is caught by Dolman down to the 14-yard line. San Francisco trying to get a last-minute touchdown. No huddle offense to help their point differential. They're going to lose tonight, but they want to lose with their heads a little bit higher as Hart drops to throw. He's going to go to the end zone. That pass is out of the reach of a streaking Asante Dolman down to the back of the end zone. 2nd and 10. Always a little drama late in SFL games, regardless of the score, it seems.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10 to the 14-yard line. 3 receivers for Hart, trying to make it 4 touchdown passes, which would be more than he had in his previous games, but he's sacked. So now it's 3rd down and 14. Hart only 3 touchdowns coming into the night. Has 3 tonight. Hart to throw. Hart is nearly sacked again. Baja in the open field. He will not get it. So now it's 4th down and 9. Time and ability running out on San Francisco. 20 seconds to go. 3 receivers. Hart changing the play. Down to 14 seconds. Hart taking a lot of time to get the play off. Back to throw. Hart to the sideline, and that's a miserable end to a miserable second half for San Francisco. And finally, we'll see a victory formation out of the Maulers. So Minneapolis, it's now official, 5-0. San Francisco falls to 2-2. The Maulers have off next week before hosting Cleveland. San Francisco will face Baltimore coming up next Saturday. Dan and Peter will take it from here.
And that will do it for tonight's game. The Maulers come out on top, 42-23. With that, let's look back at some of the plays that made the difference in this one.